Hello! I did not post any videos in a while because I did give myself a permission for the first time in my life to focus on one thing at a time, and that one thing was passing an exam. So I am done with my exam. I wanted to pass an exam in order to practice a new profession. Sadly, during the process of studying for the exam, I realized I did not wish to practice that profession, but that's a different story. Focusing on one thing at a time went great, and while I was 100% focused on my exam, I also made kombucha. I made sauerkraut. I made an explosion with the aforementioned kombucha. I also made dumplings. I went for a trekking trip with Winnie. And found a perfect spot for casting spells. Sadly, the spell only worked on Winnie, but again, that's a different story.
Oh yeah. Yes, Zoomies, come on.
I also forgot the before mentioned kombucha and made vinegar. What else did I do? I did a lot of things, but most importantly, I made something for my mom. The thing you do not know is that my mom, during last summer, took a trip, a bicycle trip, from Poland all the way to Norway.
Co to za łobuzy? Przyjechała.
And I thought, what can I do for this woman to make it up to her for coming all the way here? And I decided to do the only thing I know how to do in my life, which is sewing. So I made a dress. Oh, I also made a liqueur. I don't know what you call it, a hackle. I want to say huckleberry and finberry. Sadly, I didn't manage to make the dress while she was here after she cycled here because she stayed for too short of a time. But she recently visited me again with my auntie and I had the dress ready for her. One thing you have to know about my mom is that she's not a girly girl. She has always been a tomboy, so you know, she's not into ball gowns. But during the recent years of her life, she's more willing to experiment with her femininity. So I'm very happy to help her along in that process of discovery. And I decided to make a dress for her that's fairly simple, elegant but simple. A dress that could be easily dressed up or down. A dress that wouldn't look out of place during an important school function or work function, or just a summer day out on holidays with friends, going to have an ice cream and a coffee in a cool cafe. I just wanted to have a very simple, comfortable, universal dress that could be worn with a cardigan, a blazer on its own, with heels, with flats, anything. And I wanted her to look gorgeous. So I thought of a simple bodice with a princess seam and a simple skirt. And just when I was planning all of this, Charm Patterns released their new dress, which I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put it up somewhere here. So I bought the pattern. It was fantastic, so easy to work with, but I have to add that every time I use the pattern, maybe I didn't read it properly or something. I usually don't read the instructions, so maybe that's the reason why. But every single time I made this pattern, the dress came out way too big. So the pattern perhaps has a lot of ease to it. I don't know. It's not a bad thing, but I was surprised by how much ease there was because I measured my mom properly and I thought I chose really well a corresponding size, and it was not corresponding. Maybe I'm just used to vintage patterns that don't have that much ease, or sometimes don't have ease at all and they're supposed to fit you like a glove. I don't know, but it came out okay. I did take the mock-up in a lot and my mom still had a little bit of ease in her dress, which is nice because then she can put a belt, or she doesn't have to have a belt and have a very comfortable, loosely fitted dress, you know. But what I didn't mention in my previous video, where I made a skirt, is that I used the same pattern from Charm Patterns, just took the skirt and added the waistband to it. And if you've seen that video, you would have seen what happened to the skirt. It was also... This is, by the way, kombucha with water because I made one batch that almost turned to vinegar. It's okay, it's healthy. That's what I would say about the taste, it's healthy. So, let me take you on the journey of making a dress for my mom, which I'm really happy about because I always wanted to make a dress for her, but we live quite far away from each other, so it's not that easy to make a well-fitted dress. This time I was lucky because she was visiting me 2 times without such a long break in between visitations, so it made it possible. That's a perfect relax spot. Kanskje du finner en annen sted for å legge. Høres det greit ut? Mr. Winston. He's a naughty boy. He's a naughty boy. He's a naughty boy. Who's a naughty boy? Who's a naughty boy? Now that I'm almost done with the dress, I'm going to tell you something which you didn't know about me, which is I am severely motion sick. Is that what it's called? I have severe motion sickness. And since this is a video for my mom, let's give a huge round of applause to my mom and all the other family members who cleaned puke from their cars because of me. All my memories from my childhood summer holidays was just being nauseous and puking in someone's car. So kudos to my mom for cleaning all of this. Winnie, who's this? Good boy. Guys, just look how much he changed in a span of 2 months. He finally got his mane, his bib and his mane. So I washed him yesterday and I brushed through his undercoat, and today Winston, we're gonna clip you a little bit. Gonna finish brushing and clipping. I just wanted to show you how much hair he's got. He's a big boy now. He's a big boy now. Oh, looky. Okay, där kan vi ta bamsefot i. Okej? Där kan vi ta bamsefot i. Då klipper foten. Oj. He's falling asleep immediately. Such a good baby. Such a good boy. Good boy. Got so much hair, Winston. Approved. I'm starting a little late today because I woke up at 7 and I went to walk Winnie. I pottered around the house a little bit, cleaned a little bit, and then I made myself a coffee, and something happened and I woke up at 11 o'clock to drink my coffee. By the way, I feel a little bit congested today, so if I sound funny, that's why. I have a little bit sore throat. I guess I'm allowed to wake up at 11 o'clock since it is my official day off, right? So we're starting late, which means I will probably have to work through the night to finish the dress. I'm thinking I'm going to start with the skirt. I'm going to do French seams on the skirt. I'm not sure how to interface the zipper in this dress because the outer fabric is quite transparent and neither the white nor the black interfacing really suits the fabric. So I'm not sure what to do about that, but I'll interface the zipper area, then connect the skirt back and front together, and then I'm gonna baste the outer skirt with the lining, and then I'm gonna pleat it, hang it, and then go to make the bodice. Now I decided to simply just line the dress, like completely line the dress. Yes, it's going to be a little bit more fiddly than just having the neckline facing, but I think it will be a little bit nicer on the skin to have a fully lined dress, and I hope my mom will like it. So as soon as Winnie will get off my lap, I'll start sewing. By the way, I still have the coffee to drink. It's standing right behind the camera and I cannot reach it because I am not about to disturb this guy. Of course I forgot that the skirt has pockets. Maybe no French seams on the skirt. Plus the outer skirt fabric is quite transparent, so I don't want the pockets to be visible. So I have to attach the pockets to the outer skirt, then sew the lining skirt open, or leave the part of the side seam open in the lining skirt, and then slip the pockets into the lining and kind of attach it to the lining, attach the pockets to the lining so they stay put in the lining and don't pop up. Yes, mister? And don't pop out. Good boy. To the outer fabric because they will be visible. But yeah, I think adding French seams on top of that will be a bit of a pain, so serger it is. Good boy. Who's the goodest boy? Yes. came home. Winnie is plaguing him. Pinky, come here. Okay. Day 2. I stayed up a little bit too late yesterday, so we're starting late again. It's almost 12 o'clock. Time to get going. Today, the only thing I have to do is put in a zipper, line the dress, figure out if I want to line the sleeves or not. And I don't think I will hem the dress. I think I will let it be for at least a day or two. Let me show you how far I got yesterday. Let's see. This is the bodice, this is the skirt. They're not connected yet, so I have to connect the bodice to the skirt. I have to connect it and put in the zipper. The only issue with the zipper is that I don't actually have the ideal zipper for this dress. I don't have a zipper that actually suits this dress. In the original pattern, it calls for a normal zipper and making like an overlap zipper insertion, but I don't have a normal zipper that's long enough. I do have a lot of metal zippers that are long enough, but I feel like they're too heavy for this fabric, because if that fabric gets into the zipper teeth, it will be done. It will be a big hole. So I think I have to insert an invisible zipper to solve the issue of not having the zipper in the right color, and also not having a long enough zipper with a normal zipper. So I hate inserting invisible zipper because I don't have an invisible zipper foot for my sewing machine, but we'll make it happen. Let's go. Time to attach the skirt to the bodice. By the way, I love the weight of this skirt because it's fully lined and it feels so luxurious on the inside, and also the color of the outer fabric becomes so much more pleasant with the lining fabric underneath. I think I should make a matching dress for myself. I think I should have enough fabric. Wouldn't that be nice? Have a matching dress with my mom. But I think I'm gonna serge this edge real quick first. Winston, are you tired? Oh, my. Okay, the bodice is connected to the skirt, but what I do want to do is top stitch right at the edge of it to help the bodice and skirt lay flat together. Here's the bodice and the dress. I am really loving this fabric. I want to make one for myself too. What's your attitude? I'm keeping you all the way. Okay, something's wrong with my tension. I think my brother deserves a checkup at the doctors, at the sewing machine doctors. I noticed issues with the tension in my sewing machine while I was making the blue gingham dress. Just wouldn't gather the fabric the same way, and I suspect that the issue is with the bobbin, because when I put the bobbin thread into the bobbin case, it doesn't make that click. It doesn't seem as tight as it used to be, and regulating the screw doesn't really seem to help. So I might have abused my bobbin case a little bit too much with that thick elastic thread when I was making my summer dresses. I do not know how am I going to put in a zipper, because that's what I was gonna do next. I'm just gonna try to use a different sewing machine because I cannot get it to work. Let's see if the vintage sewing machine did a better job than my trusty brother that I don't trust anymore. Pretty solid. Invisible zipper is truly invisible right now. The only issue I have is that it is catching a little bit on the bulk of the waistline seam, so that's why I don't like putting it invisible. You see? Invisible zippers in dresses like this, but it will have to do. Now, time for the lining. here on a visit with my auntie, I wanted to take them for a nice walk in a nice area. So we did, but what I didn't account for is that her car is very, what would you say, dynamic? I got severely motion sick in the back of her car, and then we went on a walk. They took a million pictures, and then we were driving back home on a back road that has a ton of turns and swings and turns and swings. So I came home as green as this jumper, and I went right to making dinner, and I still had a headache. I was still nauseous, but then my mom surprised me and went to try on the dress. So sadly, by the way, I think she looks gorgeous, but sadly I did not take any proper videos of her because I was internally dying while she tried on the dress. And then afterwards we had dinner, all of us together. The sun has set, and then they had to go to bed early in order to leave early to be on time for their ferry going to Poland. So I didn't get any proper footage of her. I'll ask her to send me a footage of her wearing a dress and looking all nice and pretty. So enjoy!
It's just... Musisz zakończyć to nagranie i powiedzieć thank you for watching.
That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, give a round of applause to my mom in the comments, both for cycling all the way from Poland to Norway and for cleaning up my puke for probably 10 years straight. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the dress? That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you. Bye-bye. Oh, and I also made apple cider that almost turned into apple cider vinegar, but it was a very dry, hard cider. It was okay. It was okay. Has this been here this whole time? Why don't I clean my house before I don't clean my house, period?
Say bye-bye, Winnie. I'm gonna wake.
Look how cute he is.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my god, Mama loves you too much. Too much, Winnie.